Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Sunday, October 26, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. So I picked two cards that we haven't read yet from the Dream Decoder by Teresa Chung. I got mine off of Amazon. I think at the time it was like 16 bucks, 17 with tax maybe. It might be a little bit more now. I don't know. But yeah, I just said we were going to go through all of the deck eventually, so I just keep doing two cards at a time. And I didn't do it for a while, I think. I didn't do it for like 3 months or something. So I'm going to try and pick it back up like every Saturday or Sunday. That way we can get through it. That way next time, like at some point I can just shuffle and and it's random. Okay. So we got red rum. All right. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I actually might watch that today. I might watch The Shining and Doctor Sleep. You guys watch? You guys ever watch? Shining, don't get me wrong, Shining is probably the best, right? It's, the original Stephen King, Stanley Kubrick, Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall. Like, it's amazing. It is. If you've never watched it, I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite scary movies of all time. Doctor Sleep, when that first came out with Ewan McGregor, I was very iffy. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'm thinking it's not gonna be good. Like I read the book. I love the book. But the movie, y'all. I watched the movie. I can love that movie. I love that movie. I almost love it as much as I love The Shining. I do. I think it kind of stinks because they couldn't. They couldn't get Jack Nicholson to come for the movie, and they couldn't get Shelley Duvall at the time. Like she did, she didn't really do movies at like towards the end of her life. I think she was still alive, when they did the movie. I think, but she really doesn't or didn't do movies at the time. I want to say, so they kind of had to use a stand-in, but it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, maybe I'll watch those today. Or maybe I'll save them. Actually, maybe I'll save them for Halloween. Or maybe I'll watch them both. I don't know. I gotta think about that. All right. Anywho, red rum. If you dream of red rum, violent deaths, or attacks, perhaps a shooting, knifing. Okay, hopefully I can say all these words. Execution or mugging, this may symbolize an aspect of yourself that isn't being expressed. If you're the perpetrator, pay attention to who the victim is, as this will represent an uncomfortable aspect of yourself you're denying and need to deal with. A clue about an internal conflict. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. If someone is trying to red rum you, perhaps you're being affected in waking life by forces or elements over which you feel you have no control. Okay, that makes sense. Try to identify the attacker, as that will help you understand who or what is frustrating your progress. If you feel any kind of pain in your dream, this can indicate a fear of being hurt. Alternatively, it may be a warning against taking unnecessary risks. If you're impaled or pierced, this suggests an unwanted intrusion into some aspect of your life. Okay, hopefully I was able to say those other words because those were some pretty descriptive words there. If someone is trying to red rum you, okay, right? But what if you're the one in your dream trying to red rum somebody? I'm just going to say this because I've said this before. And I do not know why I'm starting to cry. Like I feel the urge to cry. Don't try to turn that situation around. If you have a dream where you red rum somebody, seriously sit down and think about what that means. Seriously think about that. And I'm not saying that because I think you're a red rummer. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you probably in your waking life need to take accountability for your actions in some type of way. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. We as a society need to take accountability for our action and our inaction. And there are a shit ton of people out there that do not do that and don't want to do that. Right? The thing, it's Harley Beaner playing with her mouse. When you take accountability for yourself, that leads to healing, that leads to growth, that leads to change, and that can only be a good thing for you. So please do not ever like have a moment where, you're like, well, I'm gonna that fucker, and then turn around and be like, oh, they must want to do that to me. Okay, maybe, but really think about what you said. Do you mean it? Because I've said before, like in the moment, I think I said like 2 or 3 months ago, I had that day where I just had negative thought after negative thought after negative thought, and I could not stop it. Like I kept telling myself, stop it, Kim, but I could not. Like it just kept coming and coming and coming. And at the end of the day, like I realized like I just needed to let that flow through me and out of me. Like I just needed to get all that negative thought out. And I even said to God, I said, just so you know, like this is just me trying to work through my own shit. Like please do not think that I want to do anything to anybody else or anything like that. Like I'm literally just trying to like work through my own emotions for myself, for others. Like I need to release this negative, toxic, I think that was like 2 months ago where I literally had that whole day at work where I was just like, I walked around in a daze because I just kept like having like these horrible thoughts about all kinds of people, all kinds of people. I mean, people in my life, obviously, but I was just like, okay, I gotta like, and it's okay to have thoughts like that. It's okay to be like, you pissed me off. You screwed me over. You did this, or, it's not okay to act on them, right? It's okay to have the thoughts. It's okay to think through them and release them, but it's not okay. It's not okay to act on those thoughts. But I'm just saying, people need to take accountability for those types of things. And if you see something in a dream and you do something and you wake up and you're like, okay, like why did I choke so and so? Like that's something you need to look at. Like is it about you? Is it about that person? Is it about the two of you together? Is it about somebody else, but that person was a stand-in? Like this is something you would need to work through mentally and emotionally, right? And get that out of there, you know? Because it's only going to lead to better things for you in the future. And hopefully for you not to have those feelings for anybody else. You know what I mean? Hopefully. Anyway, we'll leave that as that. Okay, the other card, being lost, losing something. Dreams about being lost or trying and failing to find something or someone are obviously anxiety related. Okay, what about in real life? Because I still can't find my purple earbuds and I still can't find my pink stone heart in my car. In waking life, you may be feeling confused or directionless, or that you don't fit in and aren't up to a task or situation. The dream should prompt you to take an honest look at your life to identify what's causing such feelings. If you lose someone, in a dream, perhaps he or she represents aspects of yourself you feel you're losing touch with. Losing keys or a phone may symbolize a sense of exclusion. If the lost item is precious or indispensable, it could stand in for a broken and interpreted relationship. I want my heart back. Perhaps you need to give yourself time to grieve, let go, and heal before you can move forward. Dreams of abandonment tend to have similar meanings, since loss is often perceived as abandonment at a deep psychological level. Man, I don't lose shit in dreams. I lose shit in real life and then I can't find it. It's like when you find the one sock in the dryer and you're like, "Where's the other sock? Where did that sock go?" I'll tell you where it went. It's on another timeline. You change timelines. That's where the sock went. That's where the sock went. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Every time you lose a sock in the dryer, you literally change timelines. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be crazy? What if that's God's joke? What if that's God's joke? Like every time he changes someone's timeline and he throws you onto another timeline, it's when you're going through the dryer looking for socks and the one sock is missing because you left it behind on the other timeline. What if he does that with every single human on the planet? What if that's his thing because it gives him a little giggle, right? I think that would be hilarious. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? He's probably so excited. He's like, "Oh, I get to change somebody's timeline today. They're going to lose a sock." That would be awesome. I wonder if he would answer me if I asked him that. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you had a good laugh. And take accountability. Take accountability. Always take accountability. All right. I hope everybody has a good day. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.